Today is the day that I learned how to become a VTuber and finally achieve my long-lasting dream of joining hololive. All right, but first I need to learn how to be a VTuber. I've taken too many days off, a whole 365 days off since my last video. I'm serious about coming back and the game has changed. Can I still just post TikToks and blow up overnight? I have to learn the game again. I don't know. It's been too long. So how to become a VTuber. Equipment, cost, and hololive all in my future. We'll see. It's updated June 12th, 2023. So I know this is pretty recent, right? If you've been on YouTube for a little while, you've probably noticed the VTuber trend that's been popping up since 2017. 2017, became a VTuber in 2020. I mean, no, this is the first time we're becoming a VTuber. We're right. It's 2017. Wow. I am late to the game. VTubers, or virtual YouTubers, talk to their audience through an avatar instead of showing their faces. As this trend becomes more and more popular and VTubers get more and more subscribers, what tons of people want to know. How do they do it? We've answered your questions about becoming a VTuber, so you too can achieve your virtual dreams on YouTube. What equipment do you need to become a VTuber? First step, be man. Second step, get cute girl avatar. Third step, get voice changer. Fourth step, realize voice changer is no good. Fifth step, get guy avatar. Okay. That's at least what I think. That's how it was, back in the day, I don't know if the rules have changed. Let's see what the rules are now, huh? Get a good quality computer with high-speed internet, no matter what kind of content you're creating. This will be key. You're not wrong. In general, you'll probably want a newer desktop with at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. A laptop works too, but it may run a little bit slower with the software you'll need for VTubing. No shit. If I have 8 gigabytes of RAM, no fucking shit. It's like they've told you that you need to move a mountain-sized dirt pile from one place to the other, and all they're giving you is a fucking spoon. That spoon is your 8 gigabytes of RAM. All right. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm a boomer. I don't know how the VTubers do it these days. Maybe 8 is good. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I'll just say I've got a very nice 3D model, and I could barely run this 3D model and high-end realistic games at the same time. And I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. So if you're gonna go with 8, good luck. Second, you need a motion tracking webcam. Okay. Put a webcam that will recognize your face and translate your expressions onto an avatar. You can find a decent webcam like this for under $100, like the Logitech Pro. You can upgrade to a VR rig if you want later on. It's not necessary to track all of your movements, like your hands, legs, and feet, but when you're first starting out. However, if you want to upgrade your avatar to a full body one, you might consider getting VR, virtual reality setup. You can find decent VR headset for around $400. Get this Facebook Oculus ad out of here. Look, when I first got started, I had my model that you see here, and then I got face tracking on a 3D model. You had to get a phone that had face tracking on it, the AR kit I think it was, yeah. And that ran me about $300 buying a iPhone 10 on Craigslist, and I used that for a little bit, and then it overheated, and now I got a 14 Pro Max, and now I'm doing just fine. Nice. Should I use for VTubing? I see some familiar ones. If you're using a 3D, you have Luppet and you have VC Face, but if you have 2D, then you would definitely go with VTube Studio. And then Face Rig, which was popular with some like squirrel thing? Wasn't there like a raccoon or something that like was in all the demos for Face Rig? I don't know. You can download most of these applications on both Windows and Mac. I suggest if you are starting your VTube career on a Mac, give up. I mean, don't give up, but you've got a bumpy road ahead of you. All right. Some of them will help you create an avatar, while others are strictly for capturing motion and streaming your character. Okay. Wakaru, 310, and Poopimoji are also good options. I have never heard of these. Most of these websites require a monthly or one-time download fee. The price varies greatly depending on which one you're using, but you can expect to spend around $100 on your software. What? If you're gonna use a 3D avatar, I would suggest make sure you have a good computer. That is the prerequisite. All right. Then I would say get Luppet if you care about the smoothness of the motion. But if you want more of the features and effects and you want to fine tune things into more detail, get VC Face. If you've got a 2D model, get VTube Studio. I think it's like free or something, but it comes with like a watermark and you've got to pay like $15, $5. It's not very expensive to remove the watermark. I don't know where they get this $100 thing here, but clearly they put it like from up their ass or something, because I did not spend $100 on any software. Hey, everyone do your research. Do your research, all right? And that's what we're here to do. We're here to do our research, all right? How much does it cost to become a VTuber? Money. Well, obviously, the first thing you need to do is take out your George Washingtons and Abraham Lincolns and, just flick it on your computer. Give it a little flick. Expect to spend between a few hundred and a few $1,000s. This is correct. The prices definitely vary now, but this is definitely at least accurate. You could definitely spend a few hundred. The exact amount depends on what you already have and how much you want to upgrade your equipment and your avatar. At minimum, you may have to shell out a few $100s for a new webcam and a program to create a 3D model. You are out of your goddamn mind if you think this is all it's gonna take. Feel free to get started as a VTuber with limited equipment. Over time, as you get better and start making money, you can upgrade your situation. Like I'm in a situation trying to be a VTuber. And it's not an opportunity, it's a fucking situation, everybody. Don't freak out. Okay. At minimum, you may have to shell out a few $100s for a new webcam. Okay, that's an iffy depending on what you're doing, but this is the actual fucked up one. A program to create a 3D model. Blender is free. VRoid is free. One of which is easy to use. The other one is rocket science, at least in the beginning. What they didn't tell you is that it's free, but it costs time learning how to use it. Not so much on VRoid. You can learn VRoid in about a day or two. But Blender is it's an art form and definitely a good skill to develop, but not needed at all. And you don't have to pay for it. I don't know where they're getting this. So let's explain the free options or the cheaper options. Free would be 3D model on VRoid or 2D model on templates that artists have posted on Twitter that you can use, but you have to credit them. All right. This would be the lowest of the low if I had to start with no money at all. I started with the VRoid model for a very long time before I upgraded to what I have now, but you best believe that I was shelling out money for what I have now. Okay. Now with VTuber inflation and all, the price has definitely gone up now, but it pays to look good. Anyways, so the next step after free would be a few $100s, where you can expect to spend a few $100s on Twitter. If you're still doing your research there, you can find perhaps some new artists who are coming on the scene and maybe charging that as an introductory fee so that they can start building up a portfolio. But here's the thing. If you're going 3D, you probably will just spend a one-time purchase for the model to have it rigged and then for them to give you that model as well as the source files. You can expect to definitely spend, on the low end, definitely a few $100s, but it does go up a lot, definitely a few thousand, though that, which is also pretty much what, in all transparency, what this model cost. But I knew that I was so serious about this and, then I was gone for a year and now I'm coming back, and learning how the game is being played, obviously. So, there's that. But you really want to make sure that you're into this if you do decide to go spend that much. On the flip side, you can go 2D. Now, it's going to be very different. 2D is a bit more involved. Now, how it goes is that you can find someone who can create your model. They're going to design it. They're going to create everything on a different layer. And then you will have to find someone else to do the rigging. Rigging is how they make that 2D model move and make it all fluid. You know what I mean? So if you want to find someone who can do that, that is also going to cost you a few $100 to a few $1,000, just like someone who could also do a model, maybe a few $100 to a few $1,000. Okay. Some place to look if you're trying not to break the bank. Definitely look on Fiverr, but be careful when you look on Fiverr because there are scams and people wanting your money. And although they do have better pricing, you can definitely expect a longer wait time. But that would be a place to look if you did want to, look for alternatives and definitely do your research anyways. Obviously, when you're spending that kind of money. So just make sure that you are, considering everything. Anyways, that's just my boomer opinion. Let's go to the next point. How do I create a 3D model? This is going to be very interesting. Okay, let's see what they say. Make your own in an online studio. That sounds fancy. If you want to customize your model, try using programs like Blender. Oh, so easy. Daz 3D. I've never heard of that. Or Pixiv. Okay. In these studios, you can create a model from scratch, sculpting the facial features. Why is that a tongue twister for me? What? Body and clothing items on your own. Both Blender and Pixiv Active have free versions, but they are slightly limited in what you can do. If you want to upgrade your account, you can pay a monthly fee of around $5 for full access. To become a YouTuber, you should create content. What? I thought this was about creating a 3D model. What is this? Find something you're interested in and start filming. Then post it to YouTube. The more you post, the more you will understand what kind of content resonates with people on YouTube. What is this content advice on how to make a model? Clearly, there is some trend I am not aware of, okay? While you're learning how to make the model, learn to be a YouTuber? What? Commission an artist to make you one. If you aren't feeling super artistic, right, because, you know, being artistic is a feeling and not a skill you develop, try reaching out to an animator or Photoshop expert, I cringed a little bit, to make a model for you. Find an artist in the community by searching 3D model commission on Twitter or Google. Rates vary, but you can expect to spend around $50 to $100 for a commission. Clearly, this is a very, very, very old post that has not been updated, okay? I will tell you that the model that you're seeing here was paid for in the 4 digits, so they forgot to add a couple extra zeros to the end of these numbers here. 2D or 3D, you're going to be spending a lot more than $50 or a lot more than $100 to commission it for you. I spend $50 to $100 on the fucking sketch or the, you know, the character art for what I'm going to want it to look like. That being said, it's important to get references, by the way. I would say the easiest route for anyone to want to get into this is to commission someone. But hey, if you're artistically gifted, go ahead. More power to you. Wish I could be you. How do I join hololive? This is what I want. Find out when they're holding auditions. Okay, that's good. You're right. I should not beg for, you know, a slot. I gotta wait. Be smart about this, okay? You know, don't hit up DMs, you know, of random people and random VTubers and be like, hey, how do I get to where you're at? How do I get to succeed? Collab? Then you follow for follow? I followed you. Why don't you follow me back? Anyways, that's besides the point. Find out when they're holding auditions. They don't have a set schedule, so you can check the website periodically to find out when they're open by visiting the website. Okay, I've got the website. We got the website. It's time to join hololive. How do we get in? Audition requirements must be 18 or older. That's me. Nationality and gender of applicant do not matter. It doesn't matter, huh? I like that. Should have clear goals set in their minds. I want to be a dude on the internet. Welcome skills. If you meet at least one of the following criteria, it will be a big plus. You can still apply if you do not meet any. Okay, that's good. Experience as a streamer. I streamed for like 2 weeks. Yeah. Ability to speak Japanese on a native level and English or any other language on a business level. Nihongo Jozu. Experience as an entertainer, such as a singer, an actor / voice actor, a dancer / choreographer, musician / member of a band, a stand-up comedian. What? Any other exceptional skills or experiences that can live up to your streaming career. Yes, I have that. So what's the audition process? Review your application. Okay. Multiple interviews and tests. I'm a good test taker. And then the results. Okay. What are the precautions? All right. Let's see. Can we take it? The audition will be free of cost. I like free. Any expenses and costs such as transportation fees during the audition process should be paid by applicants. I can save for a trip to Japan if need be. Ensure you will provide us with a contact that we can reach you. If your contact is invalid, we cannot provide you with details of the audition process. You can have whatever you want. You want my phone number? You want my address? I would do whatever it takes to join hololive. We will not return any documents attached to your application. Don't worry, I already have it downloaded. You don't have to send it back. Please note that passing the audition does not guarantee your debut as a hololive production talent. No worries. Once they see our guyness, our dudeness, they will want to debut us ASAP. We do not accept any inquiries regarding this audition process and its results. I'm ready. How do we join? Email. I got an email, but what else? Short self-introduction YouTube video.